How has Sunday been for most of you? My part of the world is almost over, and I am here to do some readings. So when you guys arrive here in the chat, we will see who shows up. I've had a wonderful few days. We had, excuse me, snow and ice here. Well, snow, a little ice, but fortunately did not lose power, and it was beautiful, and it's almost gone, and I'm relieved. So let me get myself pulled up here on my device so I can see your chats. And then we'll get going here shortly. Okie dokie, where am I? Oh, and I need to mute this device. And here I am. Yay, there I am. Okay, there we go. So I hope you guys have a fun week planned. I think it's back to normal schedule for me this week. No more snow days. All right, let's see. I think I can pin that in the chat. Let me see, and pin the message. There we go. Good to go. Hey, G. Sud, how are you tonight? I'm a little later getting here today than I anticipated. I got on a long phone call, but anyway, I'm here. I am here, thankfully. Lupe, now that's spelled different. I would have said Perez, but I'm going to say Pires. Is that correct? P-I-R-E-S, Pires? Is that correct? Oh no, I'm sorry, you're sad, you said. So, you know what? I will share this with you. Not every time, but a lot of times, I feel my mood changing around the full moon, and we've got one coming up, I think, is it tomorrow? And so maybe pay attention to that, because I can't always say sad, but I do get melancholy sometimes around the full moon and have trouble sleeping. So it's just, I think it creates an opening maybe. That's my theory about that. I'm not an astrologer, but maybe try to start tracking that. See if that is part of the situation for you. Yeah, water sign. See, I think that's a thing, because I'm obviously Scorpio is a water sign too. Melancholy. Yeah, that's what it feels to me like. It's like I can't, as you said, nothing going on in my life. It's just I feel kind of So yeah, okay, let me try this, Lou. I don't want to butcher it. Perez. Did I get that right? I hope I did. I hate it when I mess up people's names. Oh, thank you. Your I need to put these on if I'm going to read your chat. Let's just be honest. Your Favola. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I have a new one I'm going to get that a friend of mine was wearing the other day, and I said, oh, I've got to have that. It's called Cherries in the Snow. So hopefully I'll be wearing that soon for you guys. Yeah, Hindu, I've been told that, and I'm just going to say thank you. Hello back to South Africa. Welcome. Thank you, Joy. That's very kind. Jisud. Excuse me. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to start a new, I'm going to try to commit to this. I'm going to start having one night where it's just already existing subscribers and you can ask questions. Oh, there's my sweet cat. How you doing, darling? Today, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'll come back to your question just a second. Today I'm a bit, oh no. Why would cocoa make you sick? Was the milk bad? Oh, bless your heart. Well, I do hope you get to feeling better, Kat. I am so sorry to hear that. Your parents video called. Well, you go take care of yourself. No worries at all. No worries. I don't think I'm going to be here long tonight. It's kind of late for I mean, I never know. I always say that and I never know really, but I'm going to do a few readings and get on out of here. Why, thank you, Ferg505. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Wow, you're smooth with the words. Thank you so much. Oh gosh, Kat, I have a couple of friends that struggle without it, and that's awful. I can relate. So you go do you and take care of you and just feel better. No worries. Hello, Cameron in Wisconsin. And Jawad, welcome. Yeah, we all have something, you know, we do live in these physical vehicles, so we do have to deal with that, don't we? I can see that. I mean, that you would be very good with the ladies, yes. Oh, and hello to Uganda. Hello, Jesus Image Church Africa. That's a long handle. Hello and welcome. Hi, Perry. Are you saying hello and goodbye, Perry? So, back to Jisoo. I was asking... no, that's what I was going to say. I think I'm going to try to do that on Wednesday nights, Jisoo. You know, my calendar is finally starting to level out, fingers crossed. And so I think what I'll do is start doing that on Wednesday nights, and so I can announce it, and then y'all can plan to be there, and you know, it'll hopefully be a regular thing if it's successful and people like it. But so for readings for existing subscribers, that will start happening on Wednesday night, but it's still, I can't do it for everybody every night, you know, so if I get 10 requests, I can't do 10 readings in one night. I'd be there 5 hours, but just because I'm kind of long-winded, I guess I blame myself for that. So I'll still have to find a way to limit it probably, but we'll see. We're going to try that. So my commitment for you is, unless, as we have a saying here in the South, Lord willing and the creek don't rise. So I will see that happens on Wednesday night. So I'm making that commitment to you. Oh, you were asking me about headaches of the night. Let me say your name right again. Kanaga, is that correct? What is, let me see, finally figured out the cause of, I'm reading this so everybody else can hear that might come back and watch the video who's not watching in the chat or not reading the chat. Saying, I finally figured out the cause of the constant headaches I've been having for the past week. Can you guess what it was? I'm trying to remember what I said to you. What did I say it was? Gosh, I've done so many readings, I can't remember. I know we talked about it, but I'm trying to remember what I said it was. Tell me, I'm in suspense. Tell me what it was. Thank you, Sebastian. Yeah, it's all natural. Oh, Ferg, yes, you are smooth. That's beautiful. Thank you. Is it like, I'm talking to Lou now. Lou is trying to help me pronounce his name right. Sounds E. The I sounds E. Oh, I got Perez. Is that correct? Thank you. I don't know what to call that. You know, I always want to greet people by their names, but your handle is all just bars, and so I never know what to call you. Are they actually ones or L's or just bars? So I think I'll call you Blue Bar because your little picture there is blue, and then your blue bars, plural. I think that's what I'll nickname you. Welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up and the heart. Kid 20, are you asking for a reading? Oh, Perry, thank you. That is, okay. Perez, I got it. Okay, great. I just feel bad. I want to do, and I get a lot of people from all over the world, and I just hate mispronouncing their names. It's not intentional ever. Let's see, Kanaga's saying, the reason is very interesting. When a mobile phone is charging, you should never touch it. Harmful waves are transmitted to your body, and it causes headaches. You know, I'm not at all surprised at that, because weren't we just, I know, was it the live that I was talking to you about that? Or, excuse me, were you on the live when I was talking about mobile phones and that they put off EMFs, and that I had, someone had asked me on the live about muscle testing and did I know anything about it? So I was relaying what I knew about it, and in fact, just earlier that day, I had used muscle testing to demonstrate that cell phones produce an EMF signal that's harmful to the body, and I had healed the phones and changed the energy so that now it produces positive energy for my students. And so I was thinking back, and I don't know that you were here during that conversation, but yes, I do know that, and that's, yeah. So y'all, I'll fix your phone for you for $1,000 each. But yes, you, I'm not, gosh, that's amazing. EMFs is a real thing. And I know I've shared with you guys, I also do house healing, because there's a lot of different things, that kind of energies that can affect you in your home. And that's one of the things on my list is EMFs, because your stove, your refrigerator, your devices, your routers, your Wi-Fi, all that stuff puts out that signal, and human bodies are affected by it. Now, as we evolve, we'll become more immune to it, but we haven't gotten there yet. Hey, Johnny, welcome. Thank you, Kat. I don't know what's been going on there, but thank you. Well, I'm going to have to watch that movie now, Shrek. I don't know who Aunt May is from Spider-Man, but I hope that's a compliment. Yes, my name is, okay. Short for Fergus, if you'd prefer. No, I like Ferg. I like that. My name is Darlene, in case I forgot to say that. My apologies for bad manners tonight. Thank you, Kat. Oh, Perry. Well, maybe another time, Perry. I've got to do some readings here tonight. So far, we're just all chatting. I've gotten, G-Sud is the only one who's asked for a reading here. And I know she's not a new subscriber. I'm trying to give these slots for brand new subscribers. Yes, he does, Pradeep. He certainly does love me. Hey, Kaden, how are you tonight? Well, I'm here to do some readings for people. All right, guys. Wow, Kat, you're busy tonight. Sorry, honey. I thought most of those people came out on Friday nights, but maybe not. Kaden, didn't I just read for you last night? Yesterday, I mean? Yesterday afternoon? Okay, guys, don't type your question. I just want you to say, I'd like a reading, and I only have 2 slots for free readings, and after that, I will take super chats. They are $5 and a bargain. Thank you, Ferg. That's very kind. That is very kind. Thank you. Desiree, good evening to you. New subscriber yesterday, didn't make it. Well, okay, but I still have a slot open, Desiree. Do you want a reading tonight? If you're a brand new subscriber. If you're a new subscriber and I have never done a reading for you, I guess I should be more explicit. Then 2 slots are for new subscribers who I have not done a reading for. And Perry, wait a minute, Kaden? Okay, because I did do a reading for Kaden yesterday. That's why I said I thought that maybe you. Okay, so Kaden asked first, but Perry, since you were kind of in the middle of that conversation, I'm going to go ahead and do one for you too. So I'll do Kaden and Perry. Okie dokie. And so the free reading slots are full now. Yeah, it must have been a different Kaden. That's fine. It happens. So Kananga's commenting now more about the phone. He's saying, I learned a big lesson. You should be, yes, you shouldn't be too close to electronic devices, especially when they're charging. That's very true. And you should stay away from them as much as possible. Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you, Lou. Thank you so much. Well, I always have fun with you guys, so I can't say I can. Well, I won't go there. Now, let me just keep my thought there in check. Oh, Ferg, thank you. Well, I'm here fairly regularly, so you can see my face as often as if you're subscribed and you've hit your notification bell. YouTube will notify you when I'm here. There's Jill. Hey, Jill, how you doing? Nolan, am I the Queen of Alabama? I don't think I want that responsibility. Queens work hard. Yeah, I know y'all don't know that. Hey, Jill, how was trivia the other night? I was going to ask you that. How was the trivia night? And I'm going to get some cards here for Desiree. Start asking. Wow, really? Okay. Yeah, no, well, I need to say something. Please and thank you to everyone watching to hit that little thumbs up right there. It says thank you for me spending my Sunday evening here doing readings for you guys. I'm very grateful and thank you. Thank you to all who do. Jill saying, getting over a weekend and getting ready for a week of work. Yes, trivia was good. You won second place, and see, you said you weren't that good. You are too. I think you are too. That's awesome. Okay, and these readings that I'm going to do are one question, please. Because most of the time people try to put 5 questions. They just don't put any punctuation or periods in the question. And that doesn't count. One question, please. Thank you, Lou. Appreciate that. Well, Curry, I don't know. Do I have to house train you and walk you every day? I don't know if I want to adopt anybody else. Maria wants to know, where is your package? What happened to your package, Maria? Did Amazon lose your package? Thank you, XI Vanity. I appreciate you saying that. Sincerely, that means a lot because I try to keep it that way. I really want pleasant things going on over here in my chat and in general here. So thanks for saying that. And thank you, Dan. I appreciate the compliment. Kaden, yes, but wait until I ask you for your question because it'll get lost in the chat and I don't want to have to go dig for it. So just wait. Desiree has asked her question, and so just wait until I get finished with her reading, and then I'll ask for yours and then for Perry's. So, Roel, the free slots have already been spoken for. I do have a couple of slots left for Super Chats. They are $5 if you're interested in that. Oh, well, I've never had either, Kananga. I make my own French press with chicory coffee, so I can't comment on that. Ferg, you're funny. Oh my goodness, gosh, you should write romance novels. You are just such a flirt, but a gentleman flirt, so thank you. Hello, Mr. Bonjour to you as well. Oh God, they lost your meds, Maria? That's awful. Oh my goodness. Have they not been able to, or maybe, I don't know, have you talked to anybody about tracking the package? C-Wag, I think I'll just keep scrolling here. I like your first comment. I'm not crazy about that next one. Well, Perry, I don't know. I have no idea what part of the world you live in. Hey, Thomas. What's up is we're about to do some readings here in a moment. Fridge coffee has relatively less caffeine. I would have guessed that. I would have said Turkish coffee is pretty strong, probably like Cuban coffee. Jill is saying, do you mean how young are you? I get asked that every time I come on here. I don't understand what the fascination with my age is. Is it because I'm still alive and I'm old and I'm still alive? I'm 73 or 74, depending on my son and I have an ongoing discussion about that, the math of it. It's a story. Oh, yes, Julian, of course the Holy Spirit loves you. Maria is saying, yes, you need them all, and yes, you had a conversation with them. Oh no, a porch pirate. Get yourself a Ring camera, girl. I'm just saying, I've got those. Well, Curry, you chose a difficult lifetime, didn't you? A life path, I should say. My heart goes out to you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with any of those things. I'm very embracive about people and their choices in life and all of that. So I'm just sending you a big hug. That's just a lot to deal with in one lifetime is all I'm saying. Oh, good. I'm glad they're tracking it. Yay. Especially if you tell them it was meds. I hope you did do that. 48 hours? Good grief. Blessings to you, Somchai. Kaden, Kaden is asking how long have I been doing YouTube? I think I started a channel about 3 years ago, but I was not doing it regularly. I couldn't. I had my home where I live. My brother had passed away in another state, and I was having to take care of his property and my property and demantling his estate and working a job. And so I didn't really go into it, I would say, earnestly till about a year ago. But I have been doing readings over 30 years before I ever picked up a tarot card. My birthday is 11/11. That's why my channel is named that way. Okay, well, Maria, I don't know what else you can do, honey. Manifest, you know that thing we talk about here every time I come here about law of attraction? Start picturing it at your door. Start manifesting that. Well, thank you. Yes, I actually am. That's what my driver's license says. I am actually that old. Oh, gosh, thank y'all. Thank you. Kat, that's a stretch, but I appreciate the compliment. You know, iPhones have a really good camera on them. Now, I don't actually use any filters. I'm kind of making a joke, but they do. Oh, is it a battery-operated one, Maria? You can get a solar charger for those. I don't know if you, I presume you probably do know that, but. It has been respectful conversation. Thank you. And my moderator will block you if it's not. So, I just, one of the things I don't tolerate here in my chat. You must be respectful. You must be kind. We don't talk about politics or religion here. We talk about spirituality, and we support each other. That's what I'm building here on YouTube. Canonica is asking, in recent years, there are usually beautiful angels in most homes. Do you also have an angel in your home? For example, a cat or dog or bird. I lost my cat. He died, so I have not gotten a new angel. However, I do feed the wild birds around my house. I don't call them pets, but I do enjoy them so much. Yes, he did pass. It was my only sibling too, and he's sitting right up here. His ashes and his photo are right here. He's right here with me. These, one second here. He helps me do readings. These are his, beautiful. He was inducted into a Native American tribe. Many of you regulars have already heard this story. And he was given these. These are eagle feathers, which you're not allowed to own, by the way, in the United States. But I don't know if you can see this beautiful beadwork on this. So these, you know, and birds represent messages and communication. So between that and the fact that they were my brothers, I leave them right here on my table where I read, and I feel very inspired by them and feel, you know, there's very good medicine in these feathers and in guidance. So I just wanted to share that with you guys since you asked about my brother. I'm going to get to reading here in a minute, but I'm enjoying this chat. Thank you, Chill. I am definitely an old soul. I really am very old. Been around, I don't mean chronologically here, I mean many lifetimes. That would be nice. I'd love to make it to 30, yes. Another 30. What work was I doing? I've been a meditation teacher for 25 years now. I've retired and started back. I'm also an artist. That's one of my pieces back there. And a mother. Sometimes, what's my hair care routine? Not much, really. Washing. I did actually curl it for you guys because Kat's been making such a big deal about me curling my hair, so I kind of did it for her. But mostly it's wash and go. Hey, Liam, welcome. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, I don't know, Chill. She said battery, so I presume she means, we're talking about Ring camera. She said her battery kept running down. I like the Ring camera brands. I don't know where you are, of course, and what's available to you, but I like the Ring camera. Most of my neighbors have them. My family has them. You know, that's just the brand that we kind of do here. Kaden, that's an excellent question. Kaden is asking, what's the difference between religion and spirituality? Ooh, oh, I'd like a minute to think about that, how to answer that. Okay, this is, I'm not Webster's dictionary. This is my personal best effort at an explanation to that, Terry. I think religion, for example, you have Catholics and you have Jews and Methodists, and you have agnostics, and you have Buddha, excuse me, my hair's getting in my mouth, Islam, you know, their religions, and all over the world, and they have very strict, each one has rules and beliefs and kind of strict dogma that says, well, if you don't, and this is very generalized, so please, for you scholars, don't call me out on this. But pretty much they all have a tenet of it's my way is the right way, okay? To me, spirituality is, I believe in God, I believe in things that I cannot see. Obviously, I'm a medium and I do that kind of work. Partly why I believe in it, because I experience it. But I don't have the same strict rules. I have a broader belief about the world. I believe there's many ways to heaven as there are people. I think that everybody needs to find their way. And if your way is to be a Catholic, I totally support you in that. I totally embrace your path, because if it's not important, I think as important, in other words, it's what's important to you. It's what you believe in, what you've chosen for your path to get to wherever you perceive that to be. So I support the soul, the spirit. And if that needs to be Islam or I don't know, I'm just trying to think of different religions, whatever that is for the person, I support the person as long as it's a path that has nothing to do with hurting people. So, I mean, it's just, I guess I would lump it into saying it's just a broader, more inclusive, is the word, inclusive approach to believing in something greater than you are, whereas religions tend to be exclusive. Hope that helps. Okay, I've got to start reading here. Goodness, I would just love chatting with y'all, and we're 30 minutes in. Okay, Desiree, are you still there, honey? But one of the things I love is coming here and talking to you guys about this. All this kind of metaphysical things, spiritual things, esoteric things. I enjoy the conversation, so I like to include that as well. Well, they still are domestic pets in some countries, birds, I'm saying. Ferg, well, I should hope so. Yes, respect and kindness, I do like that. Allison, what you're saying, wait, what are we talking about? Perry had asked me the difference between spirituality and religion, and I was giving my opinion about that. Yes, I think my brother does smile cat, yes. What's really sweet is, because we had don't get me choked up again. We had a mutual affinity for owls. And it was our shared spirit animal. And birds in general, but specifically owls. So I know when I hear that particular owl, I know that's him. And sometimes what I started to share, my table here faces a big window and out into the common area of my townhome. And there's a tree right here. And sometimes the birds will literally sit, and there's a pair of bluebirds that will come. There's a little gutter, a little crook in the gutter to my neighbor's house. And it's just like this little spot where it's about 1 foot off the corner of my window. And sometimes the bluebird pair will come and sit there, and instead of looking out at the open space, they'll look in my window at me. And now I know that's my brother. He's just like, Look, I got a buddy. I came to see you. When he's not fishing up there in heaven, wherever he is. Oh, thank you, Desiree. No, Kananga, I'm not. That's very far away. California is pretty much on the other side of the country from me, and we're all sending them love and much support for them dealing with the wildfires. Yes, Chill, I do feel very, very blessed because by law, because I'm his sister and his heir, if you will, I'm allowed to have them, but otherwise, because I'm not Native American, if I was a Native American and whatever, then I could, but he was inducted into the Osage tribe. Okay, guys, I got to get to reading here. Poor Desiree's giving up on me. Kat, is it true that if you don't have children in this life, it means that it's your last? I've never heard that, last reincarnation. Kat, I've never heard that. My experience when I was doing past life regression for people, my experience is, though, usually there is a past lifetime that would have caused that soul to decide, this lifetime I'm not going to have children, for whatever reason or story. It could be anything from, I remember one client had, in a previous lifetime, had a lot of children very young, and got sick and died, and she said, I'll never do that to my children, because she planned to be there to take care of them, and then got ill and had to leave the planet. And so she just said, I'll never have children again because I don't want to abandon my children. And so somewhere in her soul, that message was still active, so she couldn't get pregnant here. And I must add, and after we did our regression, she went on to have children. So it can affect you, but I can't say specifically it was just that, because this was not her. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think I answered your question. Okay, Kat's got you there. Let's see. Yeah, free readings are taken. I will do a couple super chats, guys. They're only $5 if anybody has a question. Thank you, Matthew. That's so sweet. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I did, Buddhist in India. Thank you, Chill. I know, it's just so many I could, I can't possibly name them all. That's right. And Hindu, and yes, so many. I said you didn't know the difference? I don't think I said that to you, Kaden. You say, I was just wondering because you said that, and I'm sorry, and you're saying, and I understand you now. I didn't, yes. Yes, there is a difference in my opinion. Okay, Desiree, thank you. Perry. Benjamin, I'm catching up on the chat here. The free readings are taken, but I will take a super chat request. Those are $5 if you're interested. Bennett, chicken nuggets. I don't eat beef. Oh, hello. Goodness gracious. Desiree, 2:22, what, AM or PM in South Africa? Know that this accent, I was born in Georgia and am now in Alabama, so very southern. Chill is saying owls are old souls or kindred souls in the North American Indian. We are all one. Hit the owl, that's sweet. There are some Native American tribes who think who don't like them because they think that they mean they are bad luck or whatever. But there are tribes that think they are, and I think this is one of the reasons I associate with them. they are messengers. They are messengers between the physical world and the non-physical world. And since I'm a medium, that fits right in with me. Kananga, I think you meant astral projection, Kananga, and that's a cool thing to have, but I know you kind of, I can see you've got some, you said you had some physical things going on, and yes, when your physical body's not strong, it can affect you being able to do those things. Wade's saying, I look like your English teacher. Shouldn't you be in bed or studying? Hey, Lucas. I am doing very well today, thank you. I don't eat beef. You don't eat beef either? Or did you just stop when I said that, Perry? Did you? Chill is asking, why no beef? We are going to get to readings tonight, aren't we, guys? Because I embraced a spiritual path 35 years ago, and that was one of the things that we were asked to get. That's part of the commitment to that path. Like we were talking about religions, and I chose. I said, well, I don't have to do this, but I chose. It was something I said, well, there's a reason for this. And the reason I was given was because the cow has served mankind in many, many ways. And, you know, let me say this. My path, not a religion, path, is a synthesis of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. So there's a little bit of those beliefs sprinkled into my personal path. Well, Ferg, that is so very sweet of you. Thank you. Well, I appreciate the energy that you've given our chat today. Thank you so much. And I hope you'll come back again. Like I said, I'm here a few times a week. Big Red Farmer, you have a farming channel. Oh, that's cool. Whereabouts in the country are you? Or this country or another country? Well, again, y'all want to eat beef? I have no problem with that. That's a dairy farmer. Sadly, you know, I can't even do dairy, and I love it and I miss it, but my body says, nope, we're not doing that. No, nor do I eat gluten or bread. It's just, my body's just gotten to where it just says, this is the very narrow path you're allowed, we're going to let you go down and not have consequences. Kaden, I'm trying. I just love to chat with everybody, but I do need to get over here to these readings. Well, Zaria, welcome from New Zealand. Oh, you're indigenous to New Zealand. I know my son went there and talked about how beautiful it is. Many teens are awake. I know they should be studying or what. Maybe they've already done their homework at. Thank you, Ferg. I wish you have a pleasant evening as well. Thank you so much. Perry, you're a Hindu, so you've never ate beef in your life as well? Oh, you weren't kidding. Okay. Let me get on to these readings, guys. I got to catch up here. Kaden, my policy here is to do them in the order that they were requested. So I'll just get straight to Desiree's here, and we'll see how long that takes. Desiree, would you please type your question again? I know it was about love, but could you type your question for me again in the chat, please? Yes, I've heard that. My daughter-in-law actually does use cashew nuts. Grinds them and uses them like milk. So I presume you could make cheese out of that, Viking. Kaden, I don't know if I'm going to be online tomorrow. Mondays are big days for me. But if you have to go, and if you're subscribed, come back Wednesday night. I'm planning to be here. Thank you, Desiree. Desiree is asking sunshine. Any news on my love life? You're single. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, Kat, love you. Thank you so much for helping tonight. I appreciate you, and I hope you feel better. I really hope you feel better. Yes, stay kind in the chat. Everybody, behave yourselves. I can put you in timeout just because the cat's leaving. Don't mean I won't. All right, wait deck for Desiree, please. Oh, we're going to get this little one out for you tonight, Desiree. But that means I have to put my glasses on because it's so small. In Iowa, the bread box of the country in Iowa, right? Is that what they call it? Okay, Kaden, I will look for you Wednesday. Thank you. Hey, Deluxe Log. Well, we talk about a lot of things here, mostly spirituality, metaphysical, esoteric things, and I'm about to do a reading for one of my viewers here. You raise corn and hog state there. Oh, I thought you were also, oh, well, cornfields, yes. I know you get sick of hearing it, but Field of Dreams, right? One of my favorite all-time movies. My free readings are spoken for, but super chats for $5 is the answer to your question. Okay, let's get going here. Desiree wants to know about her love life. Do you want to know current or what's coming, Desiree? I'm not sure. Let me see. Where's your question? Let me find it again. Any news on my love life? Single. I'm going to ask what the current state of your love life. I'm not sure if you have somebody you're thinking about. It would be easier if I knew that, but. Oh, I see. Yeah, no. Yeah, you were just baiting me, weren't you? Goodbye. Single. Okay, thanks, Desiree. That helps. And thank you, Near Shore Living. But let me make that distinction. Near Shore Living was responding to somebody I just blocked who was saying, oh, so this is a scam. You know, I get those people. And Near Shore Living said, it's not a scam. This lady's just telling the future. So I want to make a point for everybody who's listening who might not have heard me say this before. Readers pick potentials out of the quantum field. It's not really telling the future, and I don't really personally like to think of it that way because people have free will. You can change your mind tomorrow and go in a different direction about something, and that changes all of the potentials in the field. So what information I give you is simply that. It's a potential. It's one potential out of many, the most probable potential at this moment, but that could change 5 minutes from now because you have free will. And you are a creator, and you are constantly putting creations into the quantum field. Okay, that's my spiel about that. Let's get busy reading your cards now. Come on. I like that, Chill. That's right. It's all probabilities. Hey, Chill, you want to be moderator if I have a problem tonight? You said you didn't want to the other night, but Kat's gone now. I'm happy to do that. I don't know if I'll need that or not. Okay, what are we going to get for Desiree here? We want to know about Desiree's potential for love and romance. What is the potential? Show me, please. Ooh, oh, well, all right, we'll take it. Okay, incoming. 10 of Pentacles. That's the everything card, by the way, Desiree. That's your money's good, the family, the picket fence, 3D, tangible, good stuff. Somebody coming in very slowly, though. So I doubt you know this person yet. Somebody. All right, let's keep going. Now, I asked potential future, right, guys? Future. We're not telling a backstory for an hour here. Interesting, that came out sideways. Sideways. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Chill. No worries. I just appreciate you being here, and I love how you always add such positivity to the chat. So I'm grateful. That's a gift in and of itself. So thank you. What can we tell? All right. It's another one. Desiree, I'm not going to speak till I get a few more cards out. 007, I have already filled the free slots for tonight, but I have a couple of super chat slots open. If you would like one, they are a bargain at $5. Okay. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you would like a private reading, that information is pinned in the comment at the top of the chat. How you can reach out to me. Okay, Perry. I'll wait till I hear back from you in the chat to know you're back. Hi, Haley. Welcome. You know, Desiree, here's what I'm going to say. I think you've got something coming. This is kind of a cautionary tale. Spirit is saying, here, let me show you the cards. I showed you the 10 of Pentacles. Then we've got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, which is someone not giving equally to a situation. The Judgment card, sideways. The 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. The Queen of Cups in the upright. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. Haley, I'm doing readings for people here. I've got 2 free readings spoken for, and then I'm doing some super chat, reading tarot cards and so forth. So, Desiree, I think this is saying, we asked future. I don't feel like this is saying a future person's going to be this. What I feel like it's saying is, this is what you want. It's what we all want. This happy home, everything. Listening attentively. I love it. Thank you. We all want this. We don't want this imbalance. This is somebody giving to 2 people here. And when it's in reverse, it's saying, no, there's an imbalance here. This is not equal give and take. So I feel like this is saying, if you want this, Desiree, and we know you do, be mindful about this. So it could say, be on the lookout for people as you encounter them that you might be interested in. I don't think that's what it's saying for you. I really feel this is saying that you are in the process of an awakening. And the reason I say in the process, because it came out sideways. It's not upright, it's not reverse, and that to me, when a card does that, it's saying it's in process. This is the card of the angel Gabriel there is blowing the horn, rising those souls up out of the coffin, awakening them from the dead. This to me represents, I'm hearing karma. I usually get that card associated with the Justice card, but sometimes it can be. So I'm not saying that necessarily, but basically it's saying what you put out is what you're going to get back here. So if you don't put the work into yourself, Queen of Cups, into loving you, you've been here before. You know I talk about law of attraction. And you need to, it's asking you to put the work into continuing to do your shadow work, continuing to awaken and and know what you really want and know you. It's saying, essentially, Desiree, you have the opportunity. This is the Hierophant card, which can represent a guru, something spiritual, was once called the Pope, but it can also mean, so it can be spiritual insight, getting guidance. It can also mean a committed relationship. This is often, most readers refer to it as a marriage commitment card. Oh, awesome. Chill, I'd have to Google that comment. Chill is asking, what was Gabriel known for? I'd have to Google that. And Haley, my readings, I've already filled the slots for free readings. If you want a reading, I can do a super chat reading. That's $5. So Desiree is saying, I'm currently literally loving myself, understanding myself, dealing with my traumas, etc. Excellent. So I'm picking up on your energy clearly here. So good. So tarot is acknowledging you're doing that. It's saying you're in the process. It's recognizing you, that you're working on that. Well, that's okay, Kaylee. I come here 2-3 times a week and offer free readings. So you can catch me next time. You just have to get here real early because they do go fast. So let's see what else. So I feel like this is saying, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're already doing it. And then this will be in the upright. And I think the Queen of Cups is already in the upright. I love that. Yeah. Instead of this saying, I'm not working on it, I think it's saying, don't give up working on it. That's what I'm hearing. Don't give up. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. You're doing the inner work, then that's what you need to do. And as I always say here, thank you, Chill. Appreciate you. Oh, it's the Judgment card, Chill. The Judgment card talks about awakenings and such. Resurrection, it's also in our love reading, reconciliation, excuse me, card. Yeah, it's just saying you're not quite there, and I know that's probably not what you want to hear, Desiree, but it is acknowledging that you're working hard at this. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we got it. We got it. As I said it, the cards came out, right? Yeah, you're just not there yet. You got to still keep pouring into your cup of love. Don't feel overwhelmed. Keep going. Don't drop the ball. And this new beginning is coming to you. A new beginning. This is the Fool, the first card of the tarot. It's when the Fool takes that leap of faith, even though it's risky. See, he's not even looking down, about to step off that cliff. It feels like a risk, but it's not. It's saying right now you're taking a time out to heal. That's a good thing. Well, you're very welcome, Desiree. My pleasure. I really think you got this. You got this. Yeah, just keep working on, yeah, look. Cut the deck, the Lovers are there. I feel like it, I do feel strongly. You just keep doing this. Keep affirming. You are lovable. All those wonderful affirmations, and you're going to have something coming in. Love it. I mean, you've got two very powerful cards of new beginnings here, so I'm liking that for you. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, Desiree. Awesome. Thank you for bringing some good energy in here tonight. I'm loving the positive reading. Yes, thank you. You are very welcome. All right. The jester is looking at, in that card? All right, now you're going to make me dig for it. Well, let me find it again. In the judgment card you're talking about? Now I got to look. And Kaden's gone, so Perry, if you'll type your question in, I will get to your reading. Well, why can I not? All the other cards, how did I miss it? Try again. Because I know in some decks, that artwork, of course, is different. Where in the world did it go? Oh, this is ridiculous. It's hiding. Well, I don't know. I can't find it right now, but... Hey, Kaden, you're back. Yay, okay. Awesome. Well, type your question here. Nick, no, I keep it PG here, or PG-18 anyway. Dig it out, green jester. Let me get the big, maybe, hang on one second. I'll get my bigger size cards. So, Kaden, you can do any subject, but just one question, not plural. But I'm on a mission right now to find the judgment card because I've got to look now that you said that. Although at this rate, it may take me all night. Watch it be the last card. Watch it be the last card. Oh, now this is just funny. Oh, there it is. Next to the last card. We're talking about the judgment card, right? I don't see a green jester in there. Or did I misinterpret what card you were talking about? I'm not seeing the green jester in that one. Were you talking about a different card and I misunderstood, Jill? Okay, and you're going to make me go into my speech tonight with that question. You will find love when you believe you are lovable. How many cards in a tarot deck? 78 in the traditional Rider-Waite, I believe. I know, right? Yeah, it's always in the end. It's always at the bottom. That's so true. Okay, let me put that back. I don't know what deck yet. So, Kaden, I will pull some cards as to what's coming toward you, but my speech is always the same. First of all, I don't do timing. I'm just not that reader because of what I just discussed a minute ago. People have free will. And if you are busy and you are conscious and aware as a creator and you understand about law of attraction, you can close timelines. So I always recommend people go and study and read watch rather videos by Abraham Hicks. Joe Dispenza is another good teacher of the law of attraction. Hey, Perry. Kaden jumped in here, so I'm doing his first because he's back, and then I'll do yours. So when we talk about something we want, whether it's a love, a job, a house, even a health issue, money, those are the common things. You're saying, I feel like I'm lovable, just don't know what to do. We don't have to do anything, Kaden, other than you can't sit on your sofa and expect somebody to come fall out of the sky into your lap. You do have to get out there. I mean, I've literally had people think that. Well, if that's true, they were just going to show up at my door, and I'm not saying that can't happen. Maybe your postal person will show up and you'll have a love with them, or UPS guy, whatever. But if you're not getting love and you've been thinking about it, then you're blocking it somehow. Because we are attracted to us what we believe. Oh, okay. Bill Hicks is one of the best comedians. I don't think I know him. I have to go check him out. So Kaden, it's about what your point of attraction is, and so educate yourself about the law of attraction. I like Abraham Hicks. I like Joe Dispenza. And so even if you are believing that you're lovable, if you don't have what you're wanting in your life, it's because you're pinching it off somehow. You have some subconscious belief about it somewhere back in your deep recesses of your mind that's stopping you from bringing it in. And here's how Joe Dispenza talks about it. You simply have a thought. That's an electric charge that goes out into the quantum field. So everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever thought about, had a desire for, is already in the quantum field. Your request has already been answered, and it's sitting there waiting for you. The way we bring it back into the 3D, the magnet to bring it back into the 3D and in our lives is our emotions. So that's why I said if you feel you're lovable, then you've got to feel this love of your life is already in your life. You have to live in the end result. You have to feel all the feelings first. You've got to believe it, and then you'll see it. So, when you're looking for what you want out there, it can't be here. Let me see. Did you have another comment about that? Yes, I'm Jazria. I am very Southern, like Dolly Parton. And I don't think she's passed on yet. Please tell me she hasn't. I missed that if she did. Hello, Kid Ron. So it's really about you getting in the mindset that what you want is already here, and visualizing that and being that positive. In other words, if you're living in the story of I don't have something, you can't live in the story of it's already here. And the way law of attraction works is you have to tell the story as if you already have it. Now, I'm not saying go dial up all your family members and start talking about it. Keep it quiet because people will think you're crazy. But in your mind, start telling the story like it's already here. Don't keep beating the drum of what you don't have and the fact that it's not here. I'm not accusing you of doing that. I'm just telling you how it works. And so it's easy to do that, I might add, when there's nobody there sitting next to you, right? So start your day and try to catch yourself every chance you can to change your thought process, to start saying things such as, I can't wait for my partner to get home today. I can't wait to sit beside them on the sofa. I can't wait to I just love having conversations. Speak of it in present tense. I love having conversations with my person. I can't, and you know, start to really bring in all of your senses, like, oh, I smell what my partner's cooking for dinner tonight. I can't wait. Or I smell their perfume or cologne, you know, and I hear the sound of their voice and what their scent, their personal, you know, everybody has a body scent. Forget colognes and perfumes, or the smell of the hair, or, you know, those kinds of things. Use all of your senses to bring that into present tense in your life. Tell the story as if you're in the middle of it. It's already happening. And do that repeatedly. That's how you bring somebody in. Now, that being said, I will pull a few cards for you. What's coming toward Kaden? Let's see what's coming toward Kaden in love and romance, please. Kid Ron, I've already filled my free slots for tonight, but Super Chats are available. They are $5. And if not, then you can catch me another night. The free ones go very early, though, very quickly. Okay. Please and thank you. Show me, Kate, what's coming toward Kaden in love, or other advice you might have for Kaden. Thank you. Tarot's funny. Tarot is funny. Okay. It's basically backing up what I just said to you. Let me show you this card. This is the Knight of Swords. And in the upright, it means somebody, fast messaging, fast communication, messages. In the reverse, there's no communication here. And even if it was, it wouldn't be what you want, because you're not putting positive communication out. This is what I think you're, you know, or you could actually literally be getting some disappointing communication, or not even talking to somebody that maybe you want to talk to. Those are multiple meanings there. But the Page of Wands in reverse is somebody who's lost curiosity for life, lost their verve, if you will. Yeah. Oh, God. I'm not trying to beat you up tonight. I swear I'm not trying to beat you up tonight, Kaden, but the cards are just to my point. You get what you give. Justice. The scales are balancing. It's just driving home the lesson, what I was talking about. And that doesn't mean you're a bad person, so you'll never get anybody. It's not that kind of karma. It's more about, again, law of attraction, manifestation. So the scales are going to be balanced when you can find that balance within yourself. This is equal give and take. So it's saying communication, which we were just talking about, communication within your own mind, because I think we talk, Perry, wait, you got the rooster crowing? It's like 5 a.m. Where in the world are you? Oh my gosh. Jeez. So again, this is about communication, and in the reverse, it's saying bad communication or no communication. It's like saying, I've just lost, I'm just kind of blah. I don't know that I really care about that anymore because I'm not getting what I want. Spirit's saying, well, the way you balance this together, what you need to do is you need to balance this out, and the way you do that, equal give and take. Yes, equal give and take. That can mean literally in your relationships, but I don't feel like that's what it's saying, because it's bookending this card about communication. I think it's saying just what I said. This merchant is, if you'll notice, there's two people in the picture, and one person is looking like, oh, please give to me, but he's ignoring that person. He's giving to the other person. So this balance of equal give and take needs to come inside your mind, inside your thoughts, communication. You need to reverse this night into the upright within your own mind and conversations that you have in your mind about your love life. Because I think you're holding on. What is he holding on to? Yes. Yes. You're holding on too tightly to something, probably, very possibly having to do with either an abandonment issue because of a past experience or a fear of abandonment. When you love somebody, they hurt you, or they pull back their love, or just disappoint you in general, and then it's just a heavy burden, and I think you're afraid of that. And you may be afraid, too, that you will, if you love somebody. Now, these are not necessarily conscious thoughts, to be clear, Kaden. These can be subconscious thoughts you're not even aware that you're producing, but that's why it's important just to start telling the story of how you want it to be in your conscious mind, and it helps thwart some of these subconscious thoughts sometimes. So could be saying, I'm afraid that it will undermine my stability. So I'm not able to move on to calmer waters. I don't know, like I said, if that's something happened to you in the past or not. Yeah, this is sounding like a past experience, honestly. Maybe somebody, because I've got the judgment card, which you heard me talk about that. You've been here the whole time about what this judgment card represents, and it's in the verse. So there's not an awakening here. There's no reconciliation if that was a love reading about you getting back with somebody. But I think it's you reconciling things in your mind and your mental process because of somewhere along the line you were betrayed. Okay. Kaden, get busy getting happy. Get busy telling the story of what you want your love life to be. And get busy watching videos, Abraham Hicks videos and so forth. I think that will help. Okay, that's the little snippet I have for you tonight, Kaden. Thank you so much. I hope that helps. Kaden is saying that's 100% accurate. How the heck did you do that? I started to say it's magic, but people ask me all the time, is that magic? No, it's not. I've been doing readings for a long time. Like I said, I just discovered tarot, or just rather started using tarot as one of my tools, I don't know, 3 years ago. But it's a pretty incredible tool. They do tell a story. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your subscription. And thank you for the feedback so much. I hope you'll come back. Amen, Chill. Chill is wise. Chill is saying, dig deep, Kaden. We all have the answers inside. I know it's so true. Bring it out. All right. Now, Perry, what, yeah, that was Kaden. Perry, what is your question that you wanted me to answer tonight? Well, there you go. There it is, Kaden. Kaden is saying, I was abandoned from a past partner and they cheated on me. There it is. Yep, that's the story. And so you have the belief somewhere inside of you, either, and I'll tell you this, you probably had it before that partner, and therefore you created that situation in your relationship. Because it probably most of the time it goes all the way back to childhood. You probably had a parent. Okay, Perry, I see your question. Thank you. You probably had a parent or someone close to you, a loved one, that abandoned you in some way when you were a child. That could be your parent worked all the time, or that could be a grandparent that you were very close to that died early, and it made an impact on you. So what happens to us as children is we sort of, in that abandonment, if you will, imprints into our subconscious. And children, being what we are, we think somehow it's our fault. And Yeah, that's right, Jill. And so that becomes a subconscious thought that your mind just keeps ruminating on. And as you grow older and as you keep thinking it more, it keeps coming back around again and again and again until you become consciously aware of that programming, and then you start to consciously work on it. That is the definition of shadow work, essentially. And so Spirit is saying, now you have the answer, you can fix it. That's how it works. Kaden, did you hear me say I've been doing readings for over 30 years? Kaden is saying, how did you know that my grandfather left during my childhood and never said anything? I tell you what I told my son recently, because I've said this to friends. It was a time for this particular conversation with him. And I'll tell you the backstory, because I don't think he'll see this video. He doesn't believe in all this stuff, even though he knows I do a lot of things. And he and his wife built this little house. It wasn't going to be their full-time residence, but they built this little cabin in the woods, beautiful property, like 40 acres with a view of this immense picturesque landscape, river, blah, blah, blah. And they built it just as a little getaway weekend thing. And then they decided they wanted to spend more time there, so they were going to add a room on. And I said, son, you need a propane you need a propane tank. And I made a list of the things he needs. Well, Mom doesn't know anything, and she's just trying to whatever. I don't know what he was thinking. But anyway, over the course of the last year, one by one, those things have come up. Sitting at my kitchen counter a week ago, we were having this conversation. He said, well, I'm thinking I might need to get Actually, I had a generator I tried to give him. Oh, I don't need that, Mom. It was a whole house 5K generator. It was a big deal, expensive generator. Anyway, that I had in my previous house. And now they've come full circle to, I guess we need a propane tank and a generator. And by the way, so we were sitting at the kitchen table, and I said, son, sometimes I know things I don't know I know. Things come out of my mouth, and I've had multiple people say this to me. It's like I'm channeling. I don't know. Sometimes I say things jokingly. Sometimes I say things, and I don't know that I know them, but I do. And so that's the point of my story. So now they're thinking about getting all those things in the wood stove and the whole list. But anyway, that's the story. So sometimes I don't know that I know what I know. But Jill, were you here the night the guy, Shamir, were you here that night where he said, Kaden, I'm just kind of rambling about your question. About your comment. And he had never had a reading before, and I had done 2 or 3, and he was in the chat, and he was listening to my readings, and he said, and he wrote in the chat, and he said, I'm getting scared, because he was next. And I made a joke, and I said, that's okay, Shamir, I won't tell everybody you're not wearing underwear. And it freaked him out. I could just see him all fours grabbing onto the ceiling, because he didn't. He sent me this like $100 super chat. It was the funniest thing. It was just... So sometimes I know things I don't know I know, but I kind of did. So it's pretty interesting up in here. I hope you'll come back, Kaden. I hope I didn't scare you off. Well, a fireplace, yes, but a wood stove is better, because with a fireplace, most of the heat goes up the chimney. A wood stove, and they have 40 acres of wood, forest. So why wouldn't they do that? And by the way, there's another ice age coming, so why wouldn't you do that, right? Hey, Paola, is that correct pronunciation of your name? Welcome, and thank you for joining us. My free readings have already been spoken for, and I have 2 slots for Super Chats open. If that interests you, those are $5. Okay, good. I'm glad it didn't scare you off, Kaden. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, and by the way, y'all, life is good. Life is good. Indeed it is. Thank you. Well, excellent. Then my work here is done, Kaden. Kaden says, thanks for the reading, and I will 100% take your advice. Awesome. Then this whole evening has been worth my time. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. If I help one person, that's enough. Yeah, 40 acres of wood, 40 plus acres of wood. I know. Why wouldn't they do that, right? But you know, us old gray-haired moms, we don't know anything. Okay, Perry. Perry, what's your question? Here we are. I know you're here. If you typed it in, I've missed it already. Tell me what your question is, Perry, please. Oh, Lordy, Bubba G's here. Bubba G, awesome. Thank you. I see you super chat. I got you. Don't type your question in yet, though. Wait until I ask for it, please. Thank you so much for that. Oh, thanks, Perry. Well, same spiel goes to you that I just gave to everybody else. Get busy getting happy. Get busy imagining. Go replay the whole conversation I just had with Kaden about how to make something happen. Same process applies. Now, that being said, I'll pull some cards for you, but hey, Lou, are you still here or are you coming back? Perez, I got it right that time, didn't I? Okay. Thank you, Bubba. I'll get to you shortly. So we're asking about Perry. Perry wants to know if you'll get his dream job. You will if you believe you will, Perry. That's the short answer. You sure are worried about it, though, aren't you? You're losing sleep over it. You are losing sleep over it. You need to visualize it. You need to sit and pretend you're already sitting wherever this, I don't know if you're sitting at a desk or you're sitting at behind a tractor. I don't know what this dream job is for you. You left and came back. Oh, good. You might want to rewind and listen to some of these conversations. They're pretty interesting, Lou. What have you got here for Perry regarding Perry's dream job? Please and thank you. Gosh, thank you for all those hearts y'all are sending. And thank you for hitting that like button. I'm also grateful for that. Hey, Haley, welcome back. I don't know where you went, honey, but welcome back. All right. Please talk to me about Perry, besides the fact that he's losing sleep, worrying about it, got anxiety. You're trying to control it too much, for one thing. Don't shoot the messenger, Perry. Well, show you the cards here. That's the Nine of Swords. That's the one I said shows me that you have anxiety. That's typically losing sleep over something, worrying about it. You won't? Okay, good. Yeah, this is the Emperor in reverse. That's why I said this is somebody who wants to control everything. He's strong-willed, but in the reverse it's saying he doesn't use that kindly. So watch that. Page of Cups in reverse. Now this is interesting. I want more cards before I speak on that, please, and thank you. I'm getting mixed signals here for you. Yeah, I feel like this is talking about, oh, and by the way, sometimes Betty, my soulmate Betty, not only was I born in Georgia, by the way, I assume you mean USA, Georgia, USA, right? Because there is a Georgia in Russia too, right? And you've got 4 ones in your birthday. Yep, I'm 11/11. So how awesome is that? Welcome, Betty. Yep. These Scorpios have to stick together, don't we? Because not many people understand us, for starters. All right. Yeah, Perry, there's an element here for you of afraid. I think this is past tense. What I started to say was, oftentimes tarot will give me the backstory before it answers my question. So this is probably what this is. You're switching to you're switching back and forth in lives. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Well, I appreciate you, poking in here every now and then. So this, if it's past, it's saying either maybe you felt controlled in your work environment. That could be that. So you can weigh in on that pair if you want to. And you were not doing something you loved. I mean, so you didn't really want to do it. You didn't want to sit around and wait. You're thinking about the long term. This is somebody who has planted seeds, the farmer who's planted seeds in the ground. But this card is in reverse saying, I don't think I'm planting my seeds in the right field for the long term. So Perry's saying yes. Okay. Hey, that's funny. Haley's saying, but my mom's not getting the logic of it, though. Well, that's because moms operate at a different speed than young people do. Young people operate at this speed, and I'm doing the scrolling finger, or this. That's your younger generation. That's right. You can, and you're probably very bright and can follow both storylines, right? Okay, so let's, and I say that, I was not going that direction until I got this card at the bottom of the deck. But Perry, this is the heartbreak card, the quintessential heartbreak card. But it's in the reverse, which is saying you're healing from that. You're healing. And it was apparently very toxic wherever. I hope you're still not there. You may, if you are, it's a very toxic environment. But in the reverse, the devil card is saying, but you're being released from that. And you're trying to get a new perspective on this situation. Yeah, all right. Let me get a few more here. What else, please, for Perry? Sadly, you are. Oh, goodness. Well, that's probably why it's giving me these cards then, because it's just picking up on the current energy. As I said, oftentimes it gives me the backstory. So, sorry, my throat's starting to give out already. Show me, please, what advice or future, is the job coming? Tell me something good for Perry, please. You're working your way out. Good. Those cards want to come out. Yeah, it's just continuing. You're not happy. Yeah. There's no forward movement or communication. You're very sad about it. And that's basically, I mean, look at the person in the card, right? Okay, so we got the backstory. Let me just do this. You Crazy K? What is the subject matter of that live, Haley? Okay. I like that, Chill. Okay, Perry, what Chill said. Same advice to everybody tonight. You've got to live in what you want. You got to live in it like it's true. You got to start telling the story of how you want it to be and not how it is. If you continue to tell the story of how it is, you can't get what you want. Oh, okay, cool, Haley. She's making stuff for her cosplay. Cool. Now, Tarot, let's have a talk. I'd like to know future, please, for Mr. Perry. Please and thank you. Give me some advice for future. Oh, wow, Betty, I am so sorry that he passed away. But yes, and you know, while sometimes it's harder to stay positive for other people than really genuinely for ourselves, sometimes that old fake it till you make it is true. And when we have motivation like family, that gets us through it, doesn't it? That one wanted to come out. Okay. Don't drop the ball. Have you been thinking, Perry, of going back and doing something that you did before, or are you just reminiscing about a time where you liked what you did? I'm not sure if I should take those. I don't think so. I think right now you're overwhelmed. Please show me some more for Perry. You're getting awfully quiet here, Tarot. Okay. Okay. Same. Thinking about going back to sales. Yeah. Yeah, I just, it was the way the cards I was getting said that. Anyway. I don't know that you love doing that, though, do you? What's your dream job? You know, I'd say focusing on that. I don't. Okay. Give me a second here. I'm not sure if this is talking about that job because this doesn't look good. But let me talk about this one. The Magician. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier. This is the card of manifestation. This is the card of this person, this magician, has all the resources he needs to get what he wants. So that's Spirit saying, Perry, you have all the resources. You have everything at your disposal. You have all the skills to accomplish what you want. That's a nice message from Spirit. Thinking about going back to sales, like construction, though. What else for Perry? What else can you tell me for Perry? Get busy getting happy, people. That's how it comes. Building people's dream homes. Oh, yes. I love that. Cray Cray ended her life, so you're going to join me for a little bit, Haley? Well, talk to my cards for me, Haley. Blow on my cards and say, come on. Talk to us. Oh, when they get this quiet, that means I just have to switch decks, I guess. All right, we'll do that. We'll just switch to the light seer. No, we won't. We'll switch, okay. This one. Let's try these guys. All right, now, give us something for Perry, please. How do you do what on this side of the screen? How do you saying, how do I do that on this side of the screen? Do what on this side of the screen, Haley? Now, Tarot's just backing me up. This is the Star card. This is healing. This is also wishing on a star, getting your dreams and wishes coming true, Perry. What kind of wishes are blow on the cards. You just put your lips together and blow. Who said that? Anybody old enough in the chat to know who said that? Okay, Haley, thanks for dropping by. Anybody old enough in this chat to know who said that, what I just said to you? You just put your lips together and blow. No, y'all probably all too young. Anyway, somebody famous. So, Perry, I know I'm all over the place here with you tonight, but I'm getting there. Okay. I mean, it's kind of giving me the same message. I know you've got an important choice, but I feel like that same message is coming back around that I think I said it earlier. Did I say do something you love? This is the Lover's card. But it also is about making a choice in love, making a choice about something you love that will bring you stability, dependability, nurturing. And, okay, now why is that there? Okay. And this is also good money. All right, there's some behavior here that you're either having trouble letting go of an ending with something or someone, or you don't want something or something with someone to end. Now that could be a person, because I have a Queen of Wands here. And it could, if that's true, Perry, it could be saying that's interfering with your energy to create. So, I mean, if you just broke up with somebody, that could be, that energy, because you're focusing on that and hurting over that, can be affecting your job and your positive energy and your frequency, therefore money and good things coming to you. Because when we stay in any kind of energy like that, our whole being is kind of pulled down to lower vibrations. Okay, nobody knows who said that quote. I'm not going to tell you. I have to find it. You'll have to Google it. This could also be saying that you've been having a hard time putting an ending to something. Now, the Queen of Wands, some kind of behavior that the Queen of Wands would have, such as she is an entrepreneur, she's a go-getter, she's an action queen, but she can also be shallow. She can be a little bit on the selfish side. Yes, she turns heads, but, you know, she doesn't really care about people's feelings like the Queen of Cups would, for example, or even the Queen of Pentacles. Hello, Elsie, welcome. And so whatever that is, that cycle is ending. Again, I don't know if that was a person, a thing, a quality about you that needs to end, or it is ending. And when that comes to a conclusion, this could be somebody that you worked with, that you currently work with also, that's bringing you down. I mean, this, heck, for all I know, this could be your boss, Perry. This woman could be your boss. And she's bringing you down, brother. I'm just not getting this. Let me keep digging, because this can happen sometimes and it's not making sense to me, and then suddenly it does. So let me keep digging here for you. And Bubba G, I have not forgotten about you. Hope you're still here. Okay. So Perry, can you tell me if that was resonating as past or current in your situation, please? Okay, Chill, thank you for being here so much. I appreciate you. You always have great comments and great energy. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you. I think my next live is Wednesday night, unless I just get inspired between now and then. So, Perry, I'm having trouble, and that's not common for me, But this is reminding me a lot of a reading I did for someone last week. And I had the same issue. And it did finally come around, but the issue was the way the person asked the question. In the end, I'm not saying that about you. I'm just trying to figure out what this energy is. And that story ended up being very complex. And so I'm trying to get to the heart of this situation for you. Other than what I've already told you, which is manifesting. I'm asking for future, please, for Perry. Because right now I don't see... Your question was, am I going to get the dream job? So I don't know if you've applied for it, if that's just a general question. And right now I'd have to say probably, but I don't see definitively yet because of what I said earlier, that oftentimes tarot gives me the backstory first. And you watched that, well, you weren't here the whole time. I was going to say that reading with Kaden was like that. It told me the story. And I still feel like this is current, not predictive of future. Are you feeling like a failure at something? Or are you afraid to even try? Or there's toxic energy around you. If this is, I don't know if this is predictive. I don't feel like it is. I feel like this is where you are now. Lou saying, I've got to go. Thanks for your positive energy. See you next time. Lou, I do hope to see you as well. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. So, Perry, I kind of feel, my feeling energetically is that this is present tense, meaning you're being held back. This is toxic energy, being held back. This can also be addictions. Do you have an addiction problem of some kind? And it's causing a lot of conflict. And addictions, this could be you, yes. It could also be somebody around you. And this is the card you can see. Look at the picture on the card. Remorse, regret. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in sadness over here. And I feel like I can't balance things out. I can't give equally like I want. I'm very unequal, which again, I think this is talking about your current job. And we're circling back now. The cards are repeating themselves. But Spirit's saying, but you have the skills. You have all the skills. You have this Magician card again. Betty's saying, I don't understand. Is there a waiting list? Betty, there was, all of my free readings have been spoken for, and I think I've got one super chat, and I think I'm going to have to call it a night because my voice is already starting to go. But if you are subscribed and you hit that notification bell, you will get notified next time I go on live. And right now, I'm planning to go live Wednesday night, if not sooner. So you can get in the queue, but you have to get here real early because those free ones go fast. Okay. So Perry, this could also just be addictive thinking. You know, we were talking about that earlier, of course. Thank you, Betty. I appreciate you being patient and understanding, and I hope to see you Wednesday. If it's not, if this is not, if you're not making sense with this, and this is predictive, it just doesn't feel that way to me. It feels like where you are now. I can't say with what I'm not feeling. I can't do that. If this is not you, it's the circumstance you're in is holding you back. It's restricting you because of this conflict. Again, I don't think I've talked about this. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. And it affects our bodies and our inner, we're not just a physical body. There are many multi-levels to our being. We have an etheric field, we're an energy body, we have an emotional body, we have a mental body. All of those pieces go into making up the whole of who we are. And so when we are in a toxic, we might be Mother Teresa, but if we're in a toxic environment, it's very difficult, like that's what I feel this is, and this right here. It's very difficult to keep yourself upbeat and positive. And so I feel like that is what is affecting your inability to bring in this dream job right now, because we talked in the very beginning in previous readings about the law of attraction. You can't bring it in if you're not a match for it vibrationally. You can't bring it in if you're stuck here in this and this and this energy, kind of sitting in the pot of not so good stew every day, because you're beating the drum of, I hate it here, I'm miserable here, these people are nitpicking and gossiping and being petty to each other all around me all day long. And if you continue to sit there and be influenced by that energy, it's very challenging to pivot and turn and get yourself into a positive mind space to get out of it, which raises your vibration, and then you become a match for the thing you want, the AKA dream job that you want. So I feel like, you're not commenting here, so I'm not getting any feedback. I don't know. I hope you're still here and I haven't run you off. So I feel like this is saying to you, although like I said, some of these characters could be people. But you had the Magician twice. That is ultimately a yes for me. Yes, you can get the job you want. Yes, you can get. Hey, Moulet, welcome. Why do you come on here so late? You're supposed to be asleep. Did you go to sleep and wake up and now you can't sleep, so you're here with me? Well, preparing for your trip, traveling. We stopped by to say hello. Well, you're so sweet. I'm so glad you did. Thank you. Still too, oh, really? Oh, see, I hardly remember to look at that. That would be awesome. That would be my, no, wait, I might have had more likes on a longer video one night, but we can still do it. Yes, you can still sleep. Sleep is always there, he says. Well, thank you for saying hi and stopping in, Moulet. You're trying to have a CBD. Well, that's probably exactly what you need to do. I'm having a ginger and turmeric tea. So I'm toasting you, Moulet. Perry, the bottom line is, I think this is just saying until you can not get yourself out of the job physically, but get yourself out of this feeling these, oh, thank you. I didn't dress up tonight. I just put on my Life is Good t-shirt. That felt like the message tonight. Kind of get out of this moray of I feel like this energy. I just keep going back to this card. This is speaking so loud to me. You've got to, it's like, for example, when my energy, I'm pretty sensitive because I'm an empath and a medium. And so I have to be very careful about what information I take in, whether that's news or even people gossiping around me. I don't like it. I feel it. And even before I knew what this was, I felt it, but I didn't understand it. It took me a while to figure all this out years ago. And now, whether I'm scrolling on YouTube or I'm reading a news article or whatever, I'm very selective about what I allow into my space, because it can be such a downer, and even if you mentally don't get caught up in the story, if you relate to it, your energy will be affected. If you think about the story even more, this is like people who watch news all day long. For anybody who's hearing this, you're holding yourself back in so many ways in your life because you're getting pulled into that drama and your vibration is getting lower. And it's basically, essentially, when your vibration lowers, you're effectively pushing away all the things that you want in your life. You have to keep your vibration up here where things are happy and things are good. Not saying it's easy. But there is something toxic that you need to stop investing in here. Something toxic that you need to stop investing in. And when you do that, things can start to move forward for you. This is the fastest card in the tarot. Fast forward movement. Hey, Dracula. Yep. And when you do that, you can come in out of the cold. Yep. All of that. And yeah, and the Ten of Pentacles. That's the best money card I could get for you here. That was a really run-on reading, but I don't know how else to read that because you're not giving me feedback, so I hope you're still here. That's why I insist on people being in the chat when I'm doing your reading, because it helps me know if I'm plugging into past or present or energy here. I feel like I do a better job when I'm able to do that for you. Yeah. But that's Nine of Swords keeps coming back, which is the card right before this card. So anyway, I'm not getting any feedback from Perry, so I'm going to end this now. Perry, I hope if you maybe play this back in the replay that it was helpful for you. And I wish you a lot of luck, my friend. But you have the magic sauce here. You have what it takes. You have the skills. You have everything you need to make that dream job become a reality. So get busy getting happy. Okay, Bubba G, my super chat, Bubba G, would you type your question in, please, and thank you. Oh, Danielle. Okay, Danielle. I like it when I have your actual name. That helps me to tune into your energy better. Oh, I'm putting the cards in the wrong deck. Look at me. Silly, silly me. Ooh, that's a very heavy question. Have you been listening to everything I've been saying, Danielle? I think it's a she, Danielle Moulay. Okay. Because the same thing applies. Whatever in the world you want, you've got to tell the story like you already have it. I have control of my body. I'm strong. I love how I fight my own demons every day and I win. I love seeing myself clean and clear and in all the ways that I know I'm capable of doing that. I love knowing that I can beat this. I love knowing that I'm strong, and I love knowing that fill in the blank, spirit, God, universe, has my back. I love knowing that I'm supported in every way in this this battle that I've been going through. But now I feel like I love how I feel when I'm clean. I love how my body is healthy, and I can do so many more things now, and my thinking and my mind is clear. I love how that feels. I can't wait to get up in the morning and face my day. So you have to get on this positive thinking rampage, what Abraham Hicks calls a rampage, positive rampage, and stay there as much as you can. That's how you shift energy, for starters. And also, you need to believe in yourself, Danielle. Yes, you absolutely can. Yes, you can. I know you can. And I'm saying that intuitively. I'm not just saying that like, hey, sure you can. No, I feel it deep in me. You absolutely can. And I'm very sure that it's, just a second, I'm tuning into your energy. Yeah, this is not the first time you've battled trying to put this down either, is it? Yeah, I know it's hard. It's like juggling, I know. I know it is. Hey, Sherry, welcome. I'm asking which deck for you. Oh, Siri, no thank you. Yeah, I can feel that. But how many people along the way, because when you repeat that pattern, and by the way, I have a person who fights an addiction very close to me, so I'm speaking, in fact, I've had several in my life, so I'm speaking because I know it. Not personally, but as much as one can who's close to it. So I won't take that away from you. I know nobody can really unless you're in those shoes, and I respect that. So it really comes down to something as simple, and it sounds so trite and almost insulting to say this to you. It really comes down to the fact, do you believe it? Because I feel there's, most people who fight addictions, you have that addiction because there's some belief in you that you can't survive on your own, or I'm trying to get more here, just a second. First of all, you've been surrounded by people who were more judgmental than supportive. I can feel that. So I'm just going to say that. That is not a help. That is not a help. Because it's helpful when those people can believe in you, when you can't believe in you. Y'all know when I go quiet, I'm just tuning in. Maybe like, you're just a humorous wicked tonight. I like that. So Danielle, I want to ask you a question. What is it that you feel is not good enough? When I'm talking about, I'm not talking about whatever addictive substance you're doing. Deep within you, there's a wound. Deep within you, whatever we reach for, whether it's alcohol or drugs or, sugar, there's all kinds of addictions. It is because we have a wound of some kind and we don't feel we can function in the world with that wound without help. And so we reach for that thing to help us feel stronger, feel less. Usually most people who have addictions, they want to feel less than they actually are feeling. They try to numb what they're feeling. Yes, Boulay may know something about this, but I don't know if she wants to share, Boulay. That's up to her, of course. So it feels to me like, yeah, that could help, but worried, too much guilty conscience. Yes, it helps me to be happy, yes. So you've been here now, you've been listening to all the things I've been talking about getting happy. And I'll bet from your perspective, and this is not meant, please understand, this is not meant as an insult, but I can as much as I can, and I can't, of course, but as much as I can put myself in your shoes, I would think you would think this is a platitude if I said to you, well, just get happy. You probably want to smack me, and I wouldn't blame you, okay? So I really, I don't know, Jonathan, maybe. So I really feel it's a really important, and you've probably been in therapy and had everybody in the world tell you how to fix this or not to fix it, or I mean, how not to, whatever. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I don't have a degree to be able to do that for you. I can just tell you from where I stand in my world, when we come to any kind of wound, because that's what this behavior comes from. It's coming from a wound. And it could even be from a past life wound. Can also be, there are different kinds of, it could be because something is on and off with meds, yeah. So there is some kind of wound. It's the wound that needs to be addressed. And only you can do that, sadly. Therapists help. I can help and give you my 2 cents worth. But really it comes to you being able to look at this wound, whatever it is for you. Understand that that does not define you. Whatever your wound is, wherever you feel you're less than, not good enough, not worthy enough, not seen and heard, all those things, that is not who you are. That's who you've let life decide you are. That was a choice. You made that choice to believe that about yourself at some point. So now, this is a pivot point. You can choose to believe differently. And when you choose and point yourself in a positive direction and start to be, sorry, I was reading Mila's comment here. When you start to be positive about yourself, even when everybody else around you doesn't, then that starts a ball rolling. It's slow, but it's, if you can be determined and steady and believing yourself and filling your own cup and it, you know, and doing shadow work to work on whatever your personal wound is. That is sort of the foundation to me for healing anything. I don't care what it is. You have to love you, and even when nobody else can. Now, if you can't do that, I don't know if there's, I don't know what the answer is. I don't have the answer. Yosuke is saying, I look 50 and 25 at the same time. Well, thank you, because I'm actually 73. So Bub is saying, yes. Okay, so I know you understand. Let me see your other comment. I feel like the people I work with and my family don't really think me through. They try to act like it, they don't really think, I'm not sure that comment. They try to act like it in front of me. Yeah, what Milay just said, y'all know him as Bob Harris in the comment. You have to be a little more selfish and love yourself. Don't care about other people's feelings toward you. Actually, it's better to not, go through life like this, la 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 la. Because every time you do that, you listen to somebody, you're giving them more power over your situation than you give yourself. That's not balanced. You'll never get healed like that. No, and many of us do that. I'm just saying. A lot of people do that, but you're giving your power away. You're giving your ability to heal away when you do that. Sure, we can do that. We certainly can. I'm asking what deck for you. I'm going to do this deck for you. Let's see what the future. Now remember, you heard me. I think I said this when you were already in the chat. These are just potentials. What brings the various potentials to you is your point of attraction, meaning what you believe about yourself. If you believe that you're going to be an addict the rest of your life, Danielle, then that's what you're going to draw to you. I got to cut it and tell it straight. if you believe that you can beat this, then that's what you're going to pull into your reality. I got to tell it straight. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. I try to be polite, but I'm going to give it to you like I see it, all right? Yes, be positive, Danielle, and be strong. Oh, I love it. Look, look, look. As the words came out of my mouth, look. Yes, Queen of Pentacles. This is a very positive card. This is a yes card. This is a woman who, I mean, look at her. She is zen and peaceful and really just tight with the world. She's got her money right. She's confident. She's a nurturer. She's balanced. All the things that I know you and I want to be. And at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. This is the page. It's called the student. He's learning. He's on the journey of life, and he's learning. Now, he's not there where he wants to be yet, but he's learning along the way, as are you. And even though you don't feel at the moment like this is a card about communication or bad news, bad, like people arguing, that kind of conversation. And you're hurting, but this is in reverse. This says, but you're healing. But you are on the other side, the flip side of healing, right? And healing from what? Healing from this anxiety, this depression, this, I mean, look at the picture. All of these crows in this picture, the birds represent thoughts. All of that negative thinking, what we're just talking about. Oh, I'm going to leave her out. Let's see what else wants to come out. Danielle is saying, I'm going to focus on more positive thoughts. Yes. And I know you've heard me say I like, my favorite is Abraham Hicks. You can watch videos on Abraham Hicks here, tons of them on YouTube, or even Joe Dispenza. He has a little bit more scientific approach to his teachings. What else can you tell me for I don't know if I want to pull any more cards for you, Danielle. I'm loving that message in and of itself. Okay. Yeah, it's saying, now this typically is a card of collaboration. It's in the reverse. I think this is saying a warning. Be careful who you collaborate with. Be careful of what we were just talking about. Be careful of who you're letting into your thoughts, your environment, your space. Be careful of what you're watching on YouTube, the news that you watch. Start controlling your energy. If you had a baby and you had to take care of this baby, what would you do? Wouldn't you look all around for things that keep it safe? Wouldn't you want to feed it good things? So think of yourself as a baby, and so be careful of who and what you collaborate with. Yeah, don't do anything risky. Don't do anything too fast or risky. Now, I love this. We've got the Queen of Swords. She's truthful. She sees the truth. She knows the truth. She speaks the truth. She cuts out anything or anyone who does not serve her, who does not, just what we were talking about. So Spirit is saying maybe you need to start cutting some things and people out of your life who do not support this new thinking that you're going to have here. Yeah, and I love that. And the wheel, this is, let me do this. Because this deck is different than most decks, and I want to be sure I'm telling you. Sometimes I get two cards confused, and I wasn't sure. This is the wheel. This is great. This is good fortune. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright says good fortune is coming your way. But now it may just take a minute, so you got to be patient. It may take a minute. Just like I was saying to, was it Perry? I think it was Perry, about the magician. You have the skills that you need. You have the skills that you need at your disposal. Not disposal, disposal. You know what I mean. Yep. You're not quite where you want to be. You're not quite liberated yet. This is a card of independence and liberation. It's in the reverse, so you're not quite there yet. I know. You don't have the clarity about it yet, but you're getting there. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, I think you're probably feeling a little bit over-emotional or closed off, either one, about this. But things are coming to the light. They're going to start coming to the light for you about all of this. This is wonderful. Oh, yeah, this is wonderful. Yeah, back to that. I talked about this card. It came out in the other deck, the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is that disappointing news, gossiping, people talking trash, all that stuff you don't want to listen to that anymore. You want to do this, la, 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 I'm not hearing it. Don't listen to it. Yep, I love it. And the Eight of Swords is in the reverse, which means in the upright, well, this artwork isn't. There's two people. See, she's looking in the mirror here in this card. And again, crows represents thoughts, thinking. And she looks pretty much in agony there, right? But now look, it's in the reverse for you. So this other person looks, okay, I'm getting clarity. I'm seeing my way out of this now. I'm starting to control my thoughts. And you might be feeling some nostalgia, or I'm hearing homesickness for you. This is thinking back on good times, reminiscing back on positive times about home and family. And that makes you sad sometimes. But look, you're making a hard choice in your life. You're making a very hard choice to get yourself straight here. That's no easy task. Look at her. That's no easy task. She's got her head, but it's in reverse. It's saying you're working your way back now. Despite all of this conflict and drama, you're working your way back. Yep, things are not quite balanced yet, but you're taking passionate action toward your new path. Yeah, and it even, I mean, this could be a love card, but it's definitely loving. It's about, because I didn't ask about romance, loving yourself. And don't pinch yourself off. That's another way that Abraham Hicks says it. And your scales are about to be balanced. This is all great stuff. Ooh, I love this for you. Yeah, Abraham Hicks talks about also, one second, excuse me. Excuse me, after I talk for a while, this happens. Moulay, you are such a good cheerleader. Thank you. Thank you so much for your vote of confidence in me always. And I love that, what he just said. Oh my gosh, yes. And I love the comment. He says, like Batman, after the dark night, there's always a beautiful dawn. Amen. Let's all bring our beautiful energies together to bless everyone with us together at this amazing time. Amen. Preach it, Moulay. Amen. Yes, we're all sending you in this moment, Danielle, I'm asking everybody in the chat here to send you beautiful healing and supportive energy. We like to keep it nice and neutral, and I actually feel it leaving my body. I can always feel that. I hope that you will receive that. You are very, very welcome, and I hope that you will, get busy getting happy, get busy loving yourself, filling your own cup, sweetie. I was going to say something else about something that Abraham Hicks says, but now I think it slipped. What was it? I don't know, it's lost me now, but apparently it wasn't important, or it wouldn't have slipped away. I am wishing you all the success, but honestly, I'm not even going to say that. I am confident that you can do this. I am confident that you've got this. Just don't doubt yourself. It's one day at a time, isn't it? You got this. And she got your name right. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, Danielle. She got your name right. Yeah. Oh, my God, you're crying. Oh, sweetheart. Well, you are so very welcome. It's why I'm here. It literally is why I'm here. If I can, like I said, if I can help one person every time I get on here, then my life is blessed. Because I know it always comes back. It does. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Danielle. I'm touched. I'm actually choked up myself now. I hope I have helped. I do, and I wish you so much luck. But you don't need luck. You've got the skills. Just believe in yourself. Despite what other people say, get that sword out and start cutting people out of your life if you need to, right? Sending lots of love back to us. Thank you so much, Danielle, and I'm just honored to have been a part of your journey. Thank you for being here. Ooh, I'm choked up over that one. Oh, goodness. Yes, Millie, I could lend her a sword or two if she needs it. I could indeed. Edie is asking, how do you become more intuitive? That's a great question. Oh, I've never been asked that. I love that. I've talked about it, but I've never really been asked that specifically. I think the best way, I'm going to say the best, is to meditate. A lot of people don't know this. Every human is given intuition. Like animals are given instinct, humans are given intuition. It's a tool that helps us navigate life. And everyone is given it. But we have to cultivate it. You have to spend time, eat spinach, Jenny. Funny. And I like to share this with people. I don't know if you meditate or if you ever thought about it, but meditation it's a byproduct, let me say it. You don't like go into meditation thinking I'm gonna sit here and meditate so my intuition will get better. No. You meditate, and as a byproduct of that, and there are many, then your intuition naturally gets better. When you meditate, you're connecting more to your source energy. You're connecting to things that, whatever it is that you believe in that's higher and greater than you are. You're connecting to something much bigger than you are. And so the more you plug into that, the more easily you are able to access your intuition. And then the practical side of that is practice it. Practice your intuition. Well, how do you do that? Well, you could get a deck of cards. It doesn't have to be tarot cards. It's a deck of cards, and lay them out and practice like face down with the cards and pull a card. Don't look at it and say, and in your mind, is this a red card or a black card? Start with just colors, simple first. This is a red card or a black card. But focus before you do that. Take a moment, like sitting, close your eyes, breathe deeply all the way here into your belly. Settle yourself really nicely, and then pull the card, and what comes into your mind? Do you hear the word red or black? Do you see the color red or black? Because intuition comes to people or intuitive messages rather, come to people in different ways. For example, I'm clairvoyant. Means I just know things. I don't know, it just comes to me. The knowing of it comes to me. I'm clairaudient. I hear things. I'm clairsentient. I feel things. There are all the different clairs. There's 8 different clairs. So depends on how you connect with your intuition as to how that message might show up for you. And so you'll start trying, it's kind of like a language that you need to do it more so that you can learn more and pay close attention to how it's communicating to you. Are you getting visuals? Are you getting, like I said, just knowing, oh, I just know that's a black card. Once you've practiced the colors, then start practicing maybe with numbers, or start maybe with just the court cards, the Jack, King, Queen cards. Is this a queen or a king or a jack? Expand your practice of that and see, that's just a good everyday way you could start playing with it. And then you can, expand from there, but that's a good starting point. But meditation is the answer to that question in my mind. And I know, because I'm a meditation teacher, and that's how I did it, and no, I already had, I was born with some skills, let me say that. But what helped me access them and understand it and cultivate them more within myself was my meditation practice. So, oh my gosh, we did make it to 40 likes. That's awesome. We did make it to 40. That was a great question. Jito, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. The readings are all done tonight. I've done all the free slots and the super chats are done for tonight. Right now, I'm just kind of having general conversation. So, Kaden was bored, so he came back. Well, you might want to rewind about what I just said about intuition. That might be of interest to you, Kaden. Rewind for about, I don't know, the last 3 minutes or so, whatever I was talking. Somebody asked me about how do you cultivate your intuition. So, do you have a general question about anything? Because all the readings are done for tonight, but if you have a general question about esoterics or metaphysical things or, you know, things like that, we can talk about it. No, that would be a reading. That would be a reading, G2, and I am done with those for this evening. I do come back here 2 or 3 times a week, though. You just have to be subscribed and hit the notification bell so that you're notified as soon as I go live, because those free readings go very quickly. All right, my lovelies, I think I'm toast for tonight. I have an early morning at the gym tomorrow, so I'm going to say goodnight and get myself to bed here shortly. Moulay, thank you for popping in. I appreciate you so much. I know you're not leaving tomorrow, or maybe 19th is when you told me? Yeah, Kaden is, yeah, they do. They go very quickly. But that's right. Some people don't know that, and you have to be 18. Amen. Thanks. I forget to mention that, Moulay. Although I try to keep it PG here. Some people that have trouble with their notifications, getting notified, it's not a YouTube setting. It's on your phone. You have to approve it on your phone. And the way you do that is, I don't know why, somebody here needs to hear this, I'm saying this. If you open your YouTube app and you click on your profile picture and then go to settings and then go down to notifications, you have to turn the notifications bell on it, basically giving your phone permission to give you notices from YouTube. So, Perry, you're bad. Well, I'm going to say rest is, that's right, Eddie, rest is better. I've heard that the sleep you get before midnight is much better for you per hour than the sleep you get after midnight. So I don't know if anyone else has heard that or not, but Danielle, thank you. I bless you too. I'm wishing everybody many, many blessings out there. Y'all stay safe. Get busy getting happy. And I'll see you guys again soon. Love y'all. Bye. You're trying. Okay, good night.